Some teams right now are feeling a little bit burnt out, and you can kind of see that in their results recently. Whereas for us, we're just getting started. We're like ramping up. We're ready for international event, and Korea, I'm really looking forward to playing, and I'm really hungry to play, and I'm really hungry to win. I need to get my revenge against Genji, and I need to just get my revenge in general on the world for doubting Fnatic.
To try and hold on, to keep hopes high, but Boaster finds his man to get to Korea. And this sounds like a fail here for Carmine Core. Fnatic guarding that gateway to champions.
Spike still towards attacker spawn. Hero will need to pick that up.
Oh, no way! He gets two! How dare I doubt Boaster?
I'd say international events are the reason why I play this game. You know, you're competing against the best teams in the world for that one trophy. All that time you spent is all for that one moment. If you think about Faker, the reason why you know about Faker is because he wins those international events. And that's what I want to do too.
Welcome back, everyone. Yesterday, I found Destrian in a crowd in a Team Heretic shirt. And it made sense because you were, you know, supporting fellow Lithuanian players. Today, the Fnatic one, there's no Lithuanian players on Fnatic. What's your excuse?
Today I'm cosplaying Elmo Party. I'm tall, he's tall, it's working, yeah, so.
I said, okay, we have a lot to unpack. Let's sit down. Let's sit down. We need to talk about this. Okay, yesterday, yeah, you were wood cosplay, very good. Elmo Party, this is more of a closet cosplay then, because you're just going for long boy energy, that's it?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And also if you can beat them, like, all the talk, yeah.
Yeah, all the same things, all the same things. Are you trying to curse the other team? Are you like secretly acting for Vitality? Because frankly, we're looking further down. The socks are giving it away. You look like a double agent. It's wearing Vitality socks. Am I onto something?
You gotta contact my lawyer, I'm not speaking.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair. Well, okay, then let's run with the narrative. You're a Fnatic super fan. So, yeah,
sure.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing about Team Fnatic?
Yeah.
Yeah, all
They're
of it.
amazing. Everything's
That's
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah. I love Boaster. Get your boasties, everything. Yeah, I love that.
all of that stuff. Destrian, as a Fnatic fan, if you look at the competition here, though, with Vitality, obviously they made a lot of changes this season, role swaps and whatnot. How do you feel about their current form? Do you think they have what it takes to lift that trophy at the end of the day?
I mean, they're on their way, right? Like, so they do have the form, and I mean, props to Hero. That's for sure. Like, he's stepping up. He's like I feel like Fnatic don't lack anything. They're playing great, to be honest.
Well, let's see if they can continue on that run. Destrian, our Fnatic #1 super fan, will be watching, and we send it back to you guys.
Destrian, my favorite fanboy. Get your boasties, get your boasties. But you heard it from him, you know, both teams are playing a good game. We're having a great finals right now.
Yeah, exactly. We see both of the teams so far winning their map picks, right? And especially in Lotus, it was a dominant one. It got very, very close for comfort in that second half. But Fnatic manages to put themselves 1 point away for securing that first seed.
Yeah, it was another 8-4 half, just not the half that I was expecting. But it was almost like an attacker mentality because it was almost retakes that were working out almost every single time. I think it was 7 retakes that were the rounds that they got. They got 1 extra that they won on time. So really impressive stuff from Fnatic in that regard.
Now, Destrian said it, get your boasties. And sometimes with a player like Boaster Tom, it's difficult to kind of use stats to measure how impactful he is. But there is one stat that he's excelling at today.
Yeah, he's been getting an awful lot of assists. It's funny because the first thing we're going to show is him actually just clutching out a round. So that's always going to help, like just basically playing with his opponent's mind and winning out the clutch. But the clip afterwards would just be probably one of the best paranoias we've seen all year in a retake. Like, it was just absolutely disgusting what he was able to do to just set up Chronicle. And it just shows the support system that they have, that when they're able to get into these positions on the retake, it's almost too easy for his teammates to just clean up the rest of their kills.
And he gets out, you know, he TPs away. He's like, you, Alpha, Hero, you guys, you go. I throw my paranoia. I think that we see this here.
Windowed.
And we also see it on a map like Haven, right? He's very aware of his position and how he can support. And I love this reaction from Chronicle. I think that especially on this map, we've mentioned it in the past that sometimes those paranoias would land, nobody would follow. That is the old Fnatic. That is not going to happen again. And especially moving on to Bind, since it's been a long time since we've seen them win this map. I want to see if there's something cooked up.
Yeah, 16 assists. I think 14 of them were in the first half as well, which is absolutely crazy from him. This is the thing with Bind, like you said, they haven't really been winning on it. Vitality, they beat Heretic, sure, OT, you know, anything can happen. But I'm super interested in the comps because both of these teams could have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the Fnatic not winning on the map since, I believe, last playoffs. And for a team that has had a flawless split and there is about to complete a playoffs run flawlessly,
it's gonna be an L for your Clove, Tom. Cross it off the bingo card.
I'm looking forward to this. It basically gives him a few extra abilities. He's able to make people vulnerable, but he can also heal. And if you thought it was bad enough where he was able to have a little shield, he can go for a fight, heal, and then go back in again. And he can res himself if he goes down first. So, yeah, I think it's basically a quasi-double duelist with just some extra smokes.
It's like playing ISO, but it's still Bind, so you need that extra layers of smokes. You still will be useful after you go down. I just cannot believe that this deep into the tournament, now is when we see Clove.
Yeah, it's been a long time since both seasons moved out away from the Brimstone as well. So Pansy and Steel, have fun with this one.
You know what, we absolutely will. Seeing Clove come out here at this point, switch up so late in the day, this is nuts. And there's still the chance of Abyss, Josh. We're not fully confirmed yet. Who knows how this goes? I'm gonna be honest, I want it to go the distance now. Show us Abyss. We're already here. We might as well go that far. But what do you make of this comp? What do you make of seeing Clove coming out now?
I'm not sure about what I see from Clove right now. What I look for is how Vitality, even on Fnatic's map pick of Lotus, made it so close, 13-9 after losing both pistols. So I'm looking at their form going into this, and they might just not even care about the Clove. They're doing so well on so many of these rounds that they might just run through Fnatic. If Fnatic don't keep the gas up, but already into A site, Vitality.
Yeah, so Vitality on the attack, Fnatic on the defending side, and first kill found. Alpha is just popping the hell off already. Finally put to bed by Runner, but the site, look at where the spike's left down. Could be an issue here. I'm just trying to slip back site, at least still with the 6th man. Try and look for that plot. Good damage from Safe, but still, Runner needs to help him out. Oh, and he's doing more than that. Takes down Durka, beautiful. But a 2v3 still not easy. They don't know quite about that 3rd man yet. Where is Boaster in all of this? They've probably noted Chronicle, they've probably noted Hero. Boaster still unspotted. Maybe a little worried that they could take that TP, readjust. Good shoulder check from Safe. Got to fight on short if you want some security. Another smoke. Just shutting down the map here. 37 seconds now. They've got to make their minds up.
Still Boaster towards B.
30 seconds
Vitality
left.
Can't find him yet. No 2 or short. Where is Boaster? And now they're going to reposition all the way to B. Boaster keeping control of this elbow position. Vitality need to deal with him.
He's just shouldering. There it is.
There's
Spotted.
info.
They can take the TP over. But they're going to get a plant. I don't think anything's going to stop that.
Spike planted.
Just too late to make much happen towards it. Safe from Runner, still trying to secure this beautiful approach from Runner. I love this Boaster, completely unawares, but repositioned. He thought about it, and he gets his kill. Runner goes down, and now Safe in a 1v3. 2 players low on HP. It's possible. It's Safe of all players. Chronicle on 3. Hero closing in. He's got him. Fnatic pick up the first here. Get that pistol under the belt.
A good round win in Alpha. I mean, you were talking about the Clove, asking what I thought. He gets the first 2 kills.
Pretty good.
Maybe it didn't have to use any abilities for that. That was the positioning that came into play. Vitality saw this orb on the side. I guess they were wondering, like, can we plant here? Is this going to stall us out? It's going to go down. We're going to put our Gecko flash up. Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure what stalled Vitality out there, but Fnatic getting 3 quick picks. Somehow it still comes down to the wire, though. Yeah. A little bit, right? I saw a world,
close.
You know, Chronicle's down to like 1 HP.
Yeah,
the peek out comes from Safe, gets that kill, Paint Shell's back online.
Yep. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. First round to Fnatic nonetheless. Now we look at where the purchases... Ooh, actually, have they tried to bolster Hero here? They have, okay. So the Phantom on Hero, and that was all thanks to Alpha gifting that across, but Chronicles can hear this, yeah. Just sprays in, hoping it finds its man, finds its mark, but a quick TP. Nice shot from Boaster. Do they know about Sender? They do now, but the Dizzy's gonna find it. Sender gonna catch Boaster, that's beautiful. Sights under their banner, they couldn't have asked for a better bit of chaos here to give them at least a little bit of control. Plants in, time's on their side.
A lot of good abilities here still.
Oh yeah, they've got the flashes, they've got the paint shell, they got all sorts, Wingman still. Fnatic have a lot to be playing with here. Pop flash through, Chronicle pausing for a second, allows Wingman to go first, but it's Sender, takes away Hero. But the flood on the side happens now. The last two players gonna be held off by the smoke. Difficult to find value, but this was already a good round. The plant, perfectly asked for.
Prioritizing Durka to get the ultimate. They know the round's secured, but he can't do anything in Hookah. Durka gets the not only the defuse, but also the kill. Prioritizing that Fnatic, just taking that moment in the middle of a round, feeling no pressure at all to be able to go for those types of decisions, min-max that ultimate. Feeling very confident. I love this little smoke at the top of B main to help the team flood, but he also smokes top site so he can teleport into it, get that backstab off onto Boaster, using that. He got Dizzy Flash as well.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, for Vitality though, they've been pretty close in a couple of these rounds. Again, the scoreboard a little misleading in ways. You might think this could have been clear cut. It wasn't by any means. We've had chaos from start to end. First round was close. Second round, even though it was very little invested, still damn close.
Nice
Shower control to start with for Vitality.
Spread default. Sender keeping control of that B main line. Wants to get triggered by that next Sky Flash or Dog Reclear that comes from Chronicle. And here comes the Dog now through the teleport. Info on kicks, that's about it. Doesn't see safe there. But the Boombot was used earlier in the round, I believe. And Alpha playing like he's Chamber here.
I don't know how you're meant to get out of jail here. Certainly not for free. Oh my god,
okay.
He still gets one. This is a bonus round, but it's a well-invested bonus. This has some decent weapons behind it. And once again, Vitality so close by now. Sure. Oh, Boaster. Daylight robbery getting away with that by Vitality, step by step, carving out security for the plant.
Where Alpha died here, he can reset this one-way smoke on short, but his teammate Hero coming in with this flank.
Oh, that paint shell could have caught him, but it's Durka to put it safe out of his misery. Player up to the good for the retake for Fnatic. Hero with a freebie, spots out Trex, and now Runner has to over-deliver. He's got players left and right, the pressure already happening on the defuse, and a flying Durka coming in. Wrapped it up, bonus is one.
I really like how Fnatic approached that retake, using that smoke from the grave, actually on the Lamps position. They know that the spike's planted front site. The only way to defend that is from rugs, short A area, or you have to push through the smoke. So they smoke you out, hold you to come through. And Trex is actually thinking, okay, I'm just gonna play on this box, cheeky little angle, deal with these guys, they won't expect me here, but doesn't expect that flank. Hero coming in from the back lines and is able to dispatch them very easily. Well used, I guess, crafted use of that smoke from the grave in that retake, and a little bit of good team play there. Thrash online for Hero, and Stingers, Sheriffs for Vitality only. Close, but no cigar, again.
Yeah, we've been seeing a couple of these ults now. Dirk's got his. That's the showstopper coming in. And again, Vitality are very nearby for a couple of theirs too, so they're going to get them, feels like, probably all at the same time cycling in.
Dog Reclear is going to come out in a second here, I imagine. Chronicle postured for it. Gonna confirm that information that outside Hookah's clear. Boaster.
Boaster. Oh, come on!
Okay.
Two! How many kills through smoke are they gonna get? How many fortunate fights are they gonna find? Fnatic just keeps winning these. And Vitality unable to even get close. The paranoia not gonna work out. Boaster basically giving them the Anne Lucia flawless.
What is a 10?
Not sure. Boaster, look.
I need to see that from a different angle.
I don't know if it'd help. I'm not sure
might, you never know.
Maybe.
I like the foresight though. Like, okay, his smoke's up. As soon as this wall is going to get activated, I know that they're going to be in the smoke. They're going to try to walk on the other side of this wall. I'm pre-aimed at it. I'm waiting for this. As soon as it's activated.
Hello, I'm in the lamps. What are you going to do? Do you think it got better?
I don't know. Does he think he's in a genie in a bottle or something?
Maybe.
Like, what's going on? I'm in the limbs. Come rub these. Set me free.
I hope you get a wish at least for that. Chronicle going to be forced off Octagon at least. Alec Garden. An early show of force, right? This is the first time we've seen Vitality really prioritize this area, at least in towards the buys. Couple of ults to play with as well. Well, I say at least a couple. I mean, runners one away, senders one off, two away for safe now, just one. There's the ult coming in. Fish off for kicks. Gonna clear through. Not sure if they spotted out both of them. Durka, he still gets a trade out on this. Durka goes down, but he will get from the grave safe. And the TPs are coming in, but Fnatic are still holding on to this. They can't cross from long.
Runner, what are you going to do about this, though? Trex goes down, but the teleport happens. They're going to come into a free A site, but is it free, really? Alpha is here in position to deal with this right now. 2 versus 4. And
He
Hero.
can just keep the space. He doesn't need to do much. Look at the flank on the way. As long as he holds CT, no worries.
And Hero could use Thrash as well. Fnatic just to convert this round to guarantee it almost. And Runner looking for an opportunity. Like, is there a rotate coming? The fake spike plant could be someone in heaven, and they know this. Is Alpha going to peek it, though? Wingman gets that plant.
Yeah, but this feels choreographed. It feels read. Alpha, yeah, he read it so well. That slight hesitation, the adjustment to use Wingman, all of it, they're reading it so perfectly. Kicks has now been seen. He's surrounded. Are we going to see a knife? We're seeing the damn knife coming out. Chronicle adds to the collection. Truly, absolute cinema on the camera. As Fnatic going to get that defused. This is a clear-cut affair, Josh. It's got to be a timeout pretty quick for Vitality.
Needs to be. There's so many rounds that are slipping away. And early in the game, we're thinking, oh, Vitality are making some of these close. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But now Fnatic is catching such a momentum lead right now. They're feeling good. They're laughing, having a good time. Boaster's getting a 4K, starting to dance in their faces a little bit. A knife kill to seal the deal a little bit. There's still some ultimates on the board for Vitality, but this map, you need to start putting up a few rounds on your attack side. You have to. Sure, you didn't get your pistol round. Sure, you didn't get the convert, like your first gun round against the bonus. Yeah. But now you need to make something happen. And it can't just be one round here or there. You need to get a string of rounds. They have ultimates to make it work, and I don't think they're doing the worst job of keeping the map split. They had decent information on Fnatic. They knew they were locked in hookah. They got the 1-for-1 trade on Durka in the site, even though Durka got his showstopper off. Not the worst things, but, you know, when they're trying to reposition, teleport back to A, Trex getting caught out in the open trying to hold the rotation from the teleporter, is that worth it? Maybe not. Because I don't know what to say about this, but it feels like they're trying to force some of the situations that they were winning earlier on Ascent and even to some degree on Lotus, but they're not getting the same value. It's almost reminiscent of how we saw the pacing and tempo and control of Haven, that first map of the series. Has Vitality then run out of steam? Is Fnatic, the a more experienced veteran at the best of fives, going to come out and sweep out because they know how to deal with these situations?
It's starting to feel a little like it, but we've seen that Vitality can recover. We've seen it in the previous maps. This hasn't been clear-cut games. These have been, hard fought for. And Alpha can get a little bit more aggressive now. Again, has his ult as well if he wants to bank on that. On the other side, we've been discussing those ults for a while for Vitality. I'd love to see them use them, but Hero already massacring what they were doing. Yeah, the confidence is sky high, Josh. Vitality need to deal with this. They've got to quell this momentum that Fnatic are building. And showing a little restraint there to not swing out, but you can see them chomping at the bit. They might double down on this. I mean, he's just backfilling the space. Perfect smoke for it. They know that they're there. The flash has confirmed it. Trex does give him a little bit of a way out, but only to be seen by Alpha, who's going to invest the ult now. Come back to life.
God. He's got 10 seconds.
He's got to hunt him down. Get on the run. Try and close him down.
Go, go, go.
He's got to get a kill, do some damage.
2, 1. No!
Just around the corner. Falls flat on his face in the end, but it's Trexer and Runner. And 5 HP for Runner, ain't much to be playing with. He's down. And now just Trex in a 1v3. Looks for a fight to the left, gets one to the right. He knows where Chronicle is. Might have just seen that little heal there, maybe considering the Durka's in the same place potentially. But how does he handle it? The spam on the corner, the C's on the site. Catches Durka for a second, but the smoke in now. He has to commit through it. Chronicle spots him. Time's starting to tick. He has to swing. And Fnatic keep the record clean. 6-0. Vitality struggling now.
They can't find any openings. Hero gets a clean one and is so confident he continues to go for more. And you know me, you know that I would say, hey, what are you doing there, man? You have that advantage, why are you pressing forwards? It's because they are so confident and they're rubbing it in Vitality. They know that if they keep pressing this and start doing these risky plays and they keep going for this and they keep getting away with it, then Vitality is gonna crumble from the inside out. And just getting that psychological advantage is all they need to some degree. 4 ultimates online from Vitality. Let's see what they use to invest here. Strong towards A right now. They have a 5 versus 3. Showstopper.
Straight on in, and it's good. Safe gets Alpha. Game back on. Oh, and Boaster just too many targets. He does take down 1, but still, a 3v3. Sight, I don't want to say secured, because you can see that flank coming in as well. That scares the life out of me. Oh my gosh, and the timing!
Yeah, the lineup!
They line up, they knock him down. It feels like they just can't falter now.
Not making a single misstep. That's a 3A start for Fnatic. And the instant double push into the flank. The timing there, Vitality had no idea. Surely, okay, they get to the site. Hey, wait, it's kind of free here. We got in, there were 3 people here. Okay, the rotations, it's gonna take a little while. Maybe we think about the flank, but the shot from Durka makes them all turn around. Look at Durka and Chronicle lines them up in the side. Beautiful. Off of a pretty decent opening for Team Vitality. They got the, I think it was a 2-for-2 exchange there. It came down to a 3-on-3. They got the spike planted. They were in the midst of repositioning when that happened. And they got to be, you know, kicking themselves a little bit. Just had enough space. Maybe they could have secured the round using another ultimate. I think they had that Viper's Pit online. Could have invested it. It's one of those things where it's like, well, it could also be a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
it could
be a hindrance too, to an extent.
Might give them a little bit too much space.
Yeah,
but again.
But what do you do? This is what when we talk about best of 5s, when we get into that deep part of the map pool. How many times does this happen to the inexperienced teams? We get to those last 2 maps and it starts to fall away from them and they get that snowball effect against them. This is what worries me. This is what should be worrying Vitality too. I mean, they held up so well up against Heretics, but this is a different beast altogether. Fnatic in these environments, this is where they thrive.
And this is a tale as old as time itself. You just have these veterans that have been here in these situations. They know how to pace themselves. They know how to stay, you know, optimistic and happy and learn how to get through. Okay, we're going to give up some rounds here or there. We even give up a map here. But in the end of it, we're going to make Vitality work and expend all their energy just to get a few rounds and still end up with a loss. And now Vitality, are they checked out?
That is the question. The timeout had to have landed. They need something to right the wrongs. And this early pressure towards Lamps, I mean, again, you've got the ult coming in, you've got everything in the place. There's no access here.
Fnatic has them red, though. The dog re-clear. It's going to go through the teleporter, try to get information here. They're going to go straight heads up into this Viper ultimate. 3 players on the defense in this pit.
Alpha's waiting. Dirk send the paint shell. Safe's gone down. This could be a bloodbath. This could be a massacre. And it looks like it is. Fnatic dropping body after body. Just dragging them down. And Runner, I mean, what are you meant to do? Corpses of your teammates left in tatters over towards short. A good first step, but the rest would have to be perfect. And he's being shot to pieces. Left, bruised, beaten, and broken. It's flawless. It's Fnatic in full control.
A lot of teams on attack opt to go through the showers there to flank the Viper in the Viper's pit. But here they dodge the dog. Maybe it looks a little bit good. Okay, we're going to go heads up. But they don't expect 3 players on defense over on A. The paint shells touching the Viper's molly in the Viper's pit. What are you going to do? Like, that instantly takes you out. Boaster Alpha, the wombo combo inside the Viper's pit. And all these players are so low. The Phantom's coming out in full effect. And Fnatic just staying a step ahead of Vitality. Vitality just walking into their grip.
Yeah, it just, this feels, it's getting quite tricky to watch really, because they're running low on ideas, they're running against a brick wall, and it starts feeling like Fnatic are going to start taking liberties, aren't they? They're going to start getting more and more confident. And why not?
They're not even backing off the angles, they don't care. 2v5.
You got to make them care, you got to make them respect you. Chronicle in no man's land, and he's still winning! That's That's what we mean. That's the disrespect right there. They don't have to respect you when you're not forcing them to. Durka put it in his place by kicks. Maybe a round on the horizon. But he has to over-deliver again, up against Alpha, up against Boaster. He's got his ult, and he's got a Sheriff.
Good regroup as well. Was spotted at Hookah, doubles up long.
He's gonna need some big boy shots to be landed. Tag ain't good enough. 9 HP, starting to hemorrhage here. Fnatic getting closer to the side, a pixel shown. Splitting up, and they just dive in. You're not escaping it. You're not escaping it. It feels inevitable now. And imagine losing out against a flawless run against you.
Normally in a situation like this, the way that Fnatic set up, Sky backs off into elbow, Gecko backs off, maybe back sight, maybe spawn. Here, they just sit there. Hero just fights to his death at Hookah, and Chronicle. How are you gonna stop that?
You can't. You can't. This is all the mental games that go on. This when we've been building this up for you guys, round after round, map after map, game after game, about the difference when it comes to these games. When you get to those longer series, how hard it is to pick yourself up, and you give credit to teams who can do those reverse sweeps, who can pull things back from the brink. It comes with time, experience, and the ability to go through this sort of thing. Another challenge and another attempt. Kicks, trying to set them in motion, but Boaster appears on the side of things, finds Runner, and already they're just being massacred. Josh, there's no way out from this. Fnatic are just taking every fight. Save for Trex. Can you course correct? Can you right the ship here? A 2v3 is not impossible, but when Durka is walking out, taking fights, just sending them to their grave. It's 10, and it remains flawless.
No words. That Thrash even caught Hero. The only person on B that could shoot back was Chronicle for a good 10 seconds there. And Vitality can't even break through in those situations. The teleport in the back from Boaster coming through, spamming onto Runner. And obviously the Gecko's just kind of occupied at the moment.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just popping out that showstopper as soon as it gets off cooldown there. 10-0 Vitality. Soul crushing here.
It is. It is. It is devastating stuff.
Stop.
Okay, that's a little ambitious.
Okay, they're getting a little wild.
Do they just not want the flawless end to things? Is that it? Maybe it's a little kindness, a gift on the way out here. Maybe a round, perhaps. And I say perhaps. Hero's still alive. They've got a plant. That's the first time they have an advantage.
Okay.
Safe, that's huge. Catching two of them is perfect. Maybe they can get around on the board more than anything. Runners on the other side of the map, that's fine. Heroes.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
Well, they're going to pick up a round here, most likely. Boaster dodges the Dizzy.
I've never heard the story of the Boaster 1v4.
He knows.
I lied. Ooh,
Okay.
All good. There you go, around.
That high position from Safe to walk those two players out of spawn. Probably weren't aware of that. First round on the board for Team Vitality, not going to be a 13-0 white. But is it enough? They have some really good ultimates here that they can utilize. Fnatic's have been doing the same setup. Chronicle on B at long, Hero towards Hookah, and it's just been the two of them kind of like 1v5ing their spots, basically.
Yeah.
Chronicle,
so bad.
Chronicle getting a little funky with it, with that off as the
He always put it for this round as well. I saw him toying with the idea of the purchase. He's
If you got extra cash, he could go for 2.
Good point. Boaster, last time the spam worked out, this time, gotta run, gotta hide. Safe taking the site. How much is he gonna get? Oh my god, there was a player just there. Okay, Boaster's dead, here we go. Safe's gonna maybe try and get him a second. Lockdown coming, lockdown, the Viper Spit, the Seekers, everything. They've thrown everything. The kitchen sink has been thrown into this one. This is Bedlam in action. Fnatic is starting to sweep through the site though. Don't think they're out of this yet. 4 players still standing. Vitality desperate to hold on to this. 2 rounds gives them a chance. A slim one, but a chance. Alpha back from the dead. How much can one man achieve though? They're not breaking through, they're not clearing the site, they're trying to adjust a little, look for the next point of contact. Alpha not gonna do it, we've got 2 rounds for Vitality.
2 rounds is a tall order, a tall task to be able to get back from, because, oh man, it's just, You're going into defense side of Bind. You're against a Clove. Yeah, you maybe have played against it before, but
You probably didn't expect it here. You didn't think of it in this sort of way.
Most of the composition's pretty much relatively the same. It'll play very similar to the Brimstone, but the way that Fnatic's been playing, with their confidence, with the duels that they've been having, and with the success they've been having behind that, makes it very scary. Because Vitality, if they start playing too safe, because they are afraid of losing duels, they might give too much respect to Fnatic. They might play too safe, and instead of playing to win, they're playing not to lose, and that could come bite them. They need to make sure that they play with a confidence as if it was like a 6-6 tied game.
Easier said than done. We'll see if they've got it in them, right? Because so far, the bar's been set and it's been high. 10 rounds for Fnatic. This one could all be but over. A lot of us hoping we could have seen Abyss. May not get the chance now. Trex.
You weren't ready for their Abyss.
Yeah, apparently not. Alpha just waiting patiently. Fnatic taking slow and steady approach here.
Trex.
Okay, he looks, he checks. Trex wins
Not
those.
skipping the, the routine.
Oh, he's going through it. Now.
Out in the eyes, crossing the T's, the bite.
Pretty big, this is good. That's not good. Okay, now there's issues, now there's problems. Now kick safe and Trex are screwed here. Boaster's got a third. And Trex's position's great, but I don't think he can outdo the damage that's been done. No, Safe was isolated. Now Trex left in a 1v3. Hero on 39, Boaster down a little low, but it doesn't matter. 11 for Fnatic.
Oh, these guys, do they force or do they save? Because if they save and play the gun rounds, I mean, this is one of those decisions where you just hate to be there.
There's no good choice.
As the coach, as the IGL, call a timeout if you've got one and just talk about this, or at least put the other team on ice, or maybe talk about the mental situation. Just kind of reel it back in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this is the beginning of the end. Vitality need to post up something miraculous here. Otherwise, Fnatic is going to steal this one away, 13-2. Oof.
Harsh scoreline, but it's not there yet. They've gone for a purchase. They've got what they can. Stingers, Judges, Guardians. It's not the words you wanted to be saying about your best attempt to hold back Fnatic, but that's sometimes all you get.
You know, sometimes when I hear Judge, though,
it
could be fun. It could be fun.
It's had its day. I don't doubt it the whole time.
There's some good rounds, some situations with that thing.
It's not impossible. It's just improbable.
Dog clearing through showers, sees that it's wide open. The double lamp setup, gonna make this situation essentially a retake on A if Fnatic choose to commit here. And it looks like they're eyeing up that committal.
Oh no.
Sender down on the jump spot.
And then Dizzy. He's found him. Nice try from Safe, still trying to do some damage, but
he thought he was on ISO, man. Stop.
NT, man, NT. A new agent, you know what I mean? He's figuring it out. But it's down to the 3. Kicks, Runner, and Trex now. Try and give them a chance, a hope, a slither of anything to build back into this series. But this round was pretty all in, and Alpha wants to take it away from them bit by bit. It's all on Kicks here. 12 rounds found, Vitality on the ropes, and Fnatic 1 round away.
12-2, and Stingers, Guardians, Judges, Bulldogs gonna be out for Vitality, going into what could be the last round of this series. And Sender doesn't even get to get his jump off to get a jump spot there. Fnatic putting him down, just ready on the trigger. It all comes down to this, the entire accumulation of the entire season. The peek from Hookah, Vitality. Got a little bit of info, the shoulder of Durka. Is that shoulder enough? Are they gonna reposition? Are they gonna be ready to deal with this hit? Fnatic, spread default, letting Vitality make the mistake, the first move, ready to respond. Chronicle, position to potentially dog out Showers, get that information. Reposition into Long B, Runner.
So tense now. See it heating up step by step. Fnatic getting a little closer, showing a little bit of force here towards Hookah, but that's it. Not much else seen. Alpha takes a little bit of contact as well. Dog towards Showers. Question marks across the map here. damage. Boaster. Do they still clear Sender? He's been here before. And he might just be here again at this point if he's lucky with his life here. Sender's good for it. Kicks as well. Holding on to things. Leaving Durka and Chronicle in a 2v5. It's surely not this round. Chronicle, the last man standing. Vitality fighting for this lifeline, for this chance and opportunity that's slim to near on none. But they're not going to go down without a fight. At least in this round.
There's some life in them yet. No death rattle. Waiting. But they'll need to repeat that exact sequence 9 more rounds just to bring it into overtime. Fnatic, what feels like infinite chances to be able to close this one out. One big celebration of, you know, dropping 5 ultimates in 1 round just to seal the deal. And Vitality, they can't make any mistakes. They got to win them all. If they lose, I mean, 12 rounds, that's it. It's over. So, big task, and honestly, would be a huge comeback if they were able to pull this off.
God, if they do it, monumental, but it's a rarity.
Nobody does that against Fnatic, right?
Hey, I like the curse attempt. I love that.
Sure.
Kix has his ult, right?
Yep.
He's got an opportunity to do something big here, set that into motion if they feel it's necessary. First one to get it here in this half. One away for Hero as well. Fnatic can take their time, they can let them sweat a little bit. High priority towards this area. And Kix has been good for it. Again, top of the board for Vitality. They back away.
I like how Fnatic has been slowing down the game, letting Vitality slip up. Didn't work last round. Good info, good space, good pressure. Durka triggers that alarm bot. Hero getting the first kill. Sender down first again. 2-2 split.
A little bit rough here. They know there's been some presence though over towards Shower. That boombot was connected on Safe's position. It's win or lost in this moment. And Alpha has taken down Runner. He's seen Safe as well. They want to detain him. They want to slow him down. They've caught him. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Fnatic now 2 kills away. Kicks and Trex with a mountain to climb with 5 players against them. A plant to add on top of that, and the first falls. It's all on Kicks now. A 1v5. This has been the difference. This has been experience in action. And this looks like Fnatic back in form. Everything thrown at Kicks. He knows it's inevitable.
Slicky.
He's trying. 4 HP in a dream. They're hunting him down, and it is over. Fnatic close out with an Andalusia flawless to win out this season here in EMEA. An impeccable run from start to end there, Josh. You know, the high note being Bind, but I mean, this season was them revitalized, a new look of who they can be.
Both of these teams at the start of the year having their struggles, teams counting them out and making big strides, big turns towards a second stage. Fnatic, with the inclusion of Hero, looking just reborn.
And he looked like the match that lit the fire under Fnatic, right? The new kid coming into this roster that brought them back to life. They looked dreary, they looked out of it, the map changes coming in, they looked back in form. We were almost able to see Abyss there. It closed out a second too early, but we'll take those. But let's flip the script for a second now and talk about Vitality for a moment. Again, this team has built themselves up into these scenarios. To see them in the finals is still, the perfect gateway to what they could be.
Towards the beginning of the season, the power rankings were like, oh yeah, they're going to do pretty well. They weren't hitting those expectations.
Yeah.
But that role swap, Safe to Duelist, ever since that moment, they went on a huge run, taking out some of the top dogs. They took out Na'Vi, they took out Heretics. They struggled with Fnatic each time, but they got all the way to the grand finals. They got tested in the best of 5, and it just fell short.
As said, there is a difference when it comes to experience and capability. The boys on the screen, it's not the first time we've seen them here, and it probably won't be the last. Fnatic walking away as the EMEA winners for this season. And what do we make of it, Josh? Champions now on the horizon for these guys, and Vitality, of course. The world's their oyster, it feels like. Do you see it there? Do you see them back in winning form?
They've been showing so much strength, so much tenacity, and Fnatic as well, showing even their map pool.
Yes.
They've brought in Sunset. We could have seen an Abyss here had things gone differently on Vine. So going into champs, both teams trying to make an appearance and make a statement.
Incredible run. Again, have to give credit, in my eyes, a lot towards Hero here. Big shoes to fill. He came in, he stepped up to the plate. The rest of Fnatic elevating. There he is, the young man himself. What an impeccable showing into Tier 1 Valorant. He has been outstanding. So much pressure there. But even going down to the more minutiae of it all. Not that, you know, the big guns on display, but still, the fact we're seeing new agents coming out, the map pool looking different, they have been doing their work behind the scenes. They look ready.
And Fnatic have been known to do that. We were waiting for that, seeing if there was going to be some sort of
come
innovation.
Back out?
Yeah, towards the beginning of the season, we didn't see it. Now, close my mind, why not? Maybe it was for real, maybe it wasn't, but it looked damn good.
It did. It scares the life out of me when you see it. They used to be the mad scientists who would always come up with the new stuff, and well, they look back to business. But EMEA has some great teams going forward to represent them over in Champions in Seoul not too long from now. Far too close, it feels like. And I can't wait to see how they shape up against the rest of the world here. So they've certainly thrown down the gauntlet. As you can see, jumping in now. The lovely, the one and only Daniel Ringland. We do like him. Promise you, he's a nice guy. So you get to kind of... It won't be the first time he's met these guys either. So, as I said, back-to-back champs here, Josh. They've managed it before. And they're back to winning business. And again, crowd favourites throughout this. So I'm sure the fans are pleased to be able to get to see these boys closing out when it matters most. And of course, just don't go anywhere yet as well. One, you get to see us in a second, which is awful. Sorry about this, hello. But the main thing is we will also have all the beautiful, you know, post-plan environment, post-win interviews, so you get to have all that information. Maybe we get to hear about their intentions behind Abyss if that was coming out. I wish we got there. I normally, you know,
we saw it once at least.
That's true.
In the playoff stage.
That's true. That is true.
We saw it once.
But I've been hearing they've been cooking up some treats, so I'd have liked to have seen it, but it is what it is. But the fact that they floated it, even at this point, there's so many questions now, so I hope we get that in the little bit of a wrap-up. But how's casting this whole thing? You having fun?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been an experience. Right. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster. I'm sure there's been some learning curves to it that I've been really, you know, toying with a little bit, but I think I got there in the end. Let's hope.
I think you did.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, good job. But speaking of that, you can see it down behind us. The foliage is being wheeled out. So once that's ready, you will get to hear from the victors themselves. I think Yinsu's going to be down there. Everyone's going to be about. Oh, Stevie's down there too. He's messing around with chairs. Look at Stevie go. Can't stop him. But no, it's been a great season over at EMEA. Did this kind of wrap up how you expected with, you know, Fnatic topping out, kind of Vitality close, Heretics close? Were these the teams at the start of the year you somewhat expected?
At the start of the year, you kind of expected it, yeah. But then sort of moving on from that through kickoff, through that split one, you're thinking, okay, maybe we're going to have a different order of things. Sure. KC, for example, Heretics doing really well in those opening stages. Foot on the way up. You would think that they would be one of the top 3 teams here, if not in the grand finals itself. And for this result, yeah, it kind of blindsided me a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did not expect that, but I'm happy we got here. These teams did a really good job all throughout playoffs to kind of like curb expectations a bit.
I'm so happy. You actually get to see Ben down there as well. We've got some of the best behind-the-scenes people. You got to see Spoozy, you got to see Ben, Stevie. So if you guys at home ever do wonder who these people I'm waffling on about, you can come down to the studio next time and you get to see them. So they are fantastic. But I'm looking at who's going to be hanging around. Is it the whole team?
I think it's the whole team.
Yeah. Wait, is Kron hiding behind the chair? He is a little bit. Oh, he's got the trophy, that's why.
Between 12 ferns.
But yeah, look, I like a plant or two. Yeah. I like a little bit of foliage.
Welcome to the jungle right now.
But no, it looks like everyone's getting ready. Alpha's just rejoining us. He did this to us in Tokyo. He ran down to go to the bathroom before the trophy lift. Absolutely did us in. Well, Jake's off.
Maybe he's going behind the ferns.
Get him sat back down. Jake, get
We need to
back
pick
over
his
here.
brain.
Boaster, sit down. Where are you off to?
He needs to
Pick
be
it up.
hydrated.
Oh, he's getting a little bit of
Yes.
water. A little bit of water. Okay, thank you. Yinsu's telling us what's going on. Beautiful. Nice work. But hopefully we'll get there nice and soon. Oh, we're back. Hello again. Hello. Luckily, we can now leave. Fortunately for us, Yinsu is the professional here, so she'll be taking over matters to have a chat with Fnatic.
I calculated it.
Actually, Pansy is too. I was going to invite you guys down on the stage to join us. Come down in a bit if you want when we close the show out. But thank you very much to you guys, everyone. One more time, your champions of EMEA. It's Fnatic.
No.
All right.
To be honest, I don't care.
Woo. All right. Okay. I'm gonna. If you can pass the mic to Chronicle, please. You got the trophy. I'm gonna start with you, Chron. Do you ever get tired of hearing that over and over again? Here, the energy's great.
Why I should be tired of hearing that? It's always good. It actually gives more energy than like actually losing.
Yes. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Now, you are very used to winning. You're one of the winningest players we have globally. The first person to do it twice, then you got it back-to-back. Now you come back to EMEA. You were champions last year, and then you win it again. Split one, you win it again here. What's the secret to this consistency? Because I feel like this year in particular, it's been very hard to stay consistent.
I actually don't know. I mean, just practicing good, always 100% focus, and that's it. Jake said before this year started, we're gonna win 3 trophies. We actually won 2 out of 3 already. Stage 1, stage 2. Now champs are coming.
There's no LCQ this time, sadly. Okay, well, why don't we pass the phone to Boaster? I wanted to call you here. Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, hold on.
Hello.
Hello.
I heard you don't lose those?
Oh yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I don't lose those.
You don't lose those. Okay, where did that come from? What is this phone call?
Honestly, when you get a clutch, you know that the camera's gonna be on you, and I didn't know what to say, so I was just like, I don't lose those. Hello. I don't know why. I just an idiot.
We saw you do that on the camera today. Now, we saw it also in an interview. You talked a little bit about how you wanted to prove people wrong. You know, the people that didn't believe that this Fnatic team can win again. And obviously, it feels like you've had a particularly emotional year back at kickoff. I know you took that very hard. Now we're going towards the end of the year. If there was one piece of advice you would have given to the sad kickoff Boaster, what would you have said?
Get to work. No, what would I have said to the sad emotion at the start of the year, Boaster?
Yeah.
Don't say you're gonna win 3 trophies.
Good advice.
Secondly, I think it was just you know how to win. You know what makes a good team. I think put more emphasis and focus on the team atmosphere, the team dynamics, and making sure everyone else thrives instead of trying to push what I want. So I think like these events, like I wanted this, I wanted that, so I was going to do what it takes for us to do that, but then I wasn't listening to what the boys might have wanted, and maybe my strict energy was kind of going on to the boys. So yeah, we've got to keep it lighthearted and keep it fun, whilst also, you know, we've got to be a little bit serious, but I think I was too serious.
Would you guys agree? How do you guys feel about this?
I didn't listen.
Typical. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And what about Durka? You know, you've been with Boaster for a long time. Is that what you think happened? Maybe he was a little bit too focused on himself, and once he was kind of having a little bit more focus on you guys, you managed to start to win again?
I think it's fine. I think it's just we needed to find our form again, especially after kickoff. It felt like maybe we weren't working as hard, or we thought like we were the best, and then I think kickoff was a good like reality check for us, and then after that I think everyone started working hard, and of course like listening to each other, and also we just wanted to be a team and kind of like work as a team, like find solutions together too.
Yeah, the teamwork has been phenomenal in this playoffs. Now, Durka, I'm going to instigate a little bit, because before the match, before playoffs, Safe said that the one team he wanted to go up against was you guys, and I quote, "Durka, I'm coming for you, baby." And now you've faced him in the final. Would you like to say something back to Safe? Any words?
I don't know. I mean, I think he did really well. I don't want to like trash talk or anything. I think it was a fun matchup. Like we're friends and we play against each other now for years. And it was like fun playing against him again. So props to him. I think he played really well this fall season, and he honestly like smurfed a lot. Like BBL, he got like 3 aces in one series. That's insane.
Yeah, it's always a great matchup when you go up against Safe. Now, just before we move on, one more question, because Mini was co-streaming today, and I tuned in a little bit, and he had really high praise about your Yoru tech. You know, he was referencing how he thinks you're one of the greatest chamber players because of the timing of your TPs, and you're able to replicate that on this Yoru. How have you found this? Did you have to put in a lot of time to perfect this agent as well?
Yeah, I started playing before kickoff, and it was really hard. I was like, Jake was saying, oh, fake TP now, and I accidentally TP into enemy and die. But yeah, the agent is really cool. I love playing it. It's like really high skill ceiling, and you can do a lot of things, and it's also super fun, like especially in pro play. No matter what, if your game is going good or not, you're still having a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Yoru tech is crazy. We've loved seeing it. And we'll go from one duelist to another. Alpha, yeah, I'm looking at you. Now, the last time we spoke, you know, you were talking about how, telling my coach, telling my GL, put me on Raze, put me on duelists, you're begging them every single day. And now we're seeing a grand final where you're playing ISO back-to-back. You go back on the Killjoy, and then you play Clove. How did that happen? How much begging did you have to do for that?
I mean, I'm giving it all to Elma. He's the best coach in the EMEA, maybe in the world. I think he's ready to show in Korea who is the best coach in the world. The guy knows the players, and he just give me correct agents, and we win.
Are you happy with your agent pool right now? Are you having fun?
I'm not happy with ISO, but it's fine.
What do you mean you're not happy with ISO? Your ISO is insane.
Because it's unfair for an enemy.
Okay, I'll take that. Boaster wants you to repeat what you just said. Yeah.
What?
Unfair for the enemy.
Okay, I like that. You approve? Yeah.
What happened on Ascent then, on our site? Where were we? We were dead, but we're working it.
We are not talking about that.
Is there any agent that you still want to play? Anyone that you want, any more agents that you feel like, guys, give me a chance, put me on them?
I mean, I wanna play every agent actually, because I'm getting bored when I play same agent. That's why I wanna play different agents every map. I told him already, like I wanna play different agents every map.
Okay, we nearly got that today. And good time to move on to Elma now, why not? Since Alfia was giving you such praise. It is definitely not an easy job to come into this particular team, as you would know. You have a lot of strong characters, you have a lot of great players. So what would you say has been your biggest challenge that you've managed to overcome to get to this stage?
I think the biggest thing was just learning to lose. Obviously, the team was really successful last year, and even at Champs, coming fourth was still an incredible result. So I think that it's just trying to help the boys get through that period of like, you will lose sometimes, like it's competition, there's a lot of great other teams, and how to kind of combat that, bounce back, learn from it, and get back to a point where we're playing pretty well, which I think we've been able to do, and we're playing pretty well right now, and we're kind of peaking at the right time.
I know you're probably not going to tell me the truth with this one, so you don't need to leak anything, Elma, but I just have to ask, what's been the philosophy behind your vetoes coming to playoffs? Because obviously today, I think everybody thought you were going to ban the Abyss. Nobody thought that you were actually going to show it. We thought you were going to play Sunset. You've undefeated on Sunset, and then you've been throwing in the Icebox ban as well. So what was the plan for this?
We just want VODs for Champs, so it's a bit of VOD review. That's one of the big things right now. Like even today, it was like, we've played Sunset enough, let's play something else to have a look at it going into Champs. So obviously we want to learn going into Champs, we also want to win, but yeah, it's a bit of all of that.
And those comps as well, who was responsible for all the fun stuff that we saw?
I mean, it's all a team effort. As Alpha said, it's you have to give the players room to express themselves and grow and what they want to do. Like one thing I love about Alpha on the Breach is he's such a vocal player. So even though he's not known for playing Breach, I know that he's going to come in and be like, I'm stunning, I'm flashing, I'm doing this, and he's going to kind of push the boys forward. So it's about finding the strength of the players, and again, if you have fun, you're going to play better.
Are we going to see him on a different agent on every map? Are you willing to do that?
On every single map? we'll have to see. Not sure.
I'm trying, Alpha. I'm trying. Hero. I cannot believe how well you've done this stage. I feel like you're everyone's new favorite player right now. You told me before that you weren't super anxious about your chances of making it to VCT EMEA. You always felt confident that you were going to definitely go to one team at some point in your career, make it into Tier 1. But did you think that you were going to win a trophy and go flawless this quickly?
Not really. I'm being honest, but like if you asked me before that I'm gonna be playing in VCT in like a week or so, and I'm gonna win it, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have just said you're lying.
Yeah.
So I did not believe it at all.
I mean, but you're playing so well. So what's it like to play with these boys and to win with them as well?
I mean, it's really good to play with them. Like everyone's just really supportive. Everyone's like telling me, like guiding me, kinda. Like they all have like super insane experience, so I just trust that.
And I'll get any of you to answer. What's it been like to win with Hero as well coming into this? Did you guys expect to be able to go all the way as well?
I mean, we were a little, obviously the Leo thing last minute was not ideal. But I think that one thing about Hero is he came in and you're always a little concerned that someone coming up from Tier 1 to the stage is going to be a little nervous. And I think one amazing thing about Hero is like, are you nervous? And he's like, nope, I'm just feeling like normal. And it doesn't matter if it's a scrim or like a grand final today or whatever, he just turns up and plays the same, and he's a really good player. So it's been awesome from that point of view.
I thought you might get a little bit nervous today, because obviously the walkout, that's different, right? You've never done that before. Any nerves at all today, any point?
I wouldn't say because of the walkout. I mean, I was like a little like nervous because I woke up this morning and I was sick. I mean, I'm still sick. So
sick at the game.
Not a lie, yeah.
Because of that, I was like a little like scared. Like, would I be able to perform as like usual? But I think I
You got it. Easy for you. And anything you wanted to add? I saw you were raising your mic there.
Oh, I was just, no, mine was stupid. I was going to be like, ready everyone? 3, 2, I need a hero. I'm holding up for a hero to the end of the
Let's go get out, mate.
He's got to be strong.
I don't
Anyone
want to
else
listen
in
to
the crowd? Yeah. Maybe we do a little boaster karaoke next time.
In all honesty, though, yeah, he had big shoes to fill of Leo's, probably size 11. And I'd say, yeah, he did a really good job, and he's just got to maintain the humbleness, maintain the grind, don't get any ego because he's won a trophy, and that's how we can go to champs. And next year, whatever happens with him, he can keep rising to the top and stuff.
I can already see the headlines of what you just said there. Edgar, I wanted to, I need to give you the stage to tell the lore, because the last time you worked with Boaster and Durka back in, oh God, no, it wasn't Durka, it was just Boasties at that time. Back in 2020, it was second place, a first try. You didn't manage to go all the way, but this time around you have, and it was with 4 other boys as well. So tell us about your journey and what's it been like to get back and work with Boaster again.
I think it's a fantastic opportunity, to be fair, working with Fnatic and also working with these guys. They're so exceptional in a lot of ways, and they've had different performance coaches before, so it's a bit of a situation where there's a lot of big shoes to fill in, but coming in and helping them remember their strengths, work on maintaining things I've been working well before, getting them to talk with each other, utilizing all their strengths has been what I really cared about, and yeah, I'm just very happy and grateful to be here with them, and grateful to see them lift this trophy, and then looking forward to Seoul.
Oh, we're happy to have you here as well. Now, we got something to show you guys, in particularly Hero. It's the Pay Save Card Play of the Week. There was a lot to choose from. You guys gave us a lot of aces, a lot of crazy plays, but we chose this one. Congratulations, Hero. Talk us through this. What was going through your mind?
I mean, like, I was like a little scared. We were 3v5, and I just figured I had to do something. So I just kind of peeked. That's like all.
Yeah, I think a lot of you guys have gotten aces. Durka and Alpha, both of you have gotten loads and loads of aces. You're right up there on the scoreboard. You got one as well?
No.
I was going to say, you got a 4K though?
Yeah, probably close.
Yeah,
I always bottle the 5th one though.
We take the 4K, we take the 4Ks. Now, I wanted to look ahead, and of course, Champs is coming up, so I got a bunch of questions that I want all of you to answer, Edgar, including you as well. So we'll just go down the line. Very, very easy first question. Who do you want to face? Who do you want to go up against when you get to Korea? Gen G, okay. self-explanatory. We'll go along the back and then to the front. Elmer?
Yeah, I think we want to be Genji.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
Mars is just anyone can have it. Everyone can hold it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Whoever wants it.
whoever
wants it.
The team will deliver. I trust in them, in their ability to beat anyone who's there.
Nice. Alpha?
Leviathan.
Ooh, why? Everyone else has said Genji.
I want to play against Aspas.
Okay, good answer. Durka?
Genji.
Hero?
Team Heretics.
What? Wait, on the international stage, you're not sick of playing them here? Oh, I guess you haven't faced Heretics yet, have you?
I got sad yesterday as well because they lost against Vitality.
Oh,
Because I wanted to face my good friend.
Oh, of course, of course. Okay, I like that answer.
TSM? No, Genji or Leviathan. I want to play Aspas and then EDG.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Paper X. I thought maybe that was going to be...
Nah, we'll probably see them, but I want revenge against Genji mainly.
100%.
Of course. Okay, there's a lot of Genjis over here. We'll go to the next one. A bit of an easier one, maybe even harder one for you guys. Which player do you want to face that plays your role? Somebody that's got a similar role to you, that maybe you like, you respect, you study, you copy, you've never played against?
I guess for second then.
Oh, that would be a great head-to-head. Elmer, you can say a coach. I'll let you have a coach that you want to face.
Desk smashing competition with Alex, I guess. Yeah.
I haven't seen you smash any desks though. You need to start practicing.
I need to practice. I'll work on it next couple of weeks.
Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds good.
I don't know what is my role.
I guess we could give you a duelist.
Not Lakia, mate. Not Lakia.
Lakia.
No. I guess duelist, flex, sentinel. You have a few roles.
Initiator, smoker.
Say Benji Fishy, bro.
Benji Fishy.
Benji Fishy. Okay, I like it. Durka.
Aspas probably.
Nice. Yeah, that's going to be a great head-to-head. Hero.
Rians.
Oh, Rians. All right, and Boasties.
Munchkin.
Why Munchkin?
Well, they knocked us out, and I remember losing that 1v3/2. I can't remember what it was, but it ended up being a 1v1, and I should have won it. So I wanna clutch him.
Play the ISO. Get him in the kill contract. 1v1.
I don't know if I can do that.
You got 100% win rate in a kill contract.
That's true. Unlucky safe, but yeah, that is true.
The 1-for-1. The 1-for-1. And last question. We do a little bit of reflection. It's been a long year. So what's been your standout moment? What's been your favorite moment about this year? It could be anything, whether it's domestically or Shanghai, whatever you feel like talking about. Kron.
Yeah. Jake finished top fragger last map on bind today.
Did you? Did you actually? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's a moment. That is definitely a moment, Alpha. Yeah. Pretty applause.
No, yeah, I got an applause for fragging. It's a rare occasion, but yeah.
No, you're always good on the Viper. We remember the fracture against Gambit. I think Kron remembers that one as well. Sorry to bring up bad memories, but yeah, Kron.
We already did that one today as well.
I'm always saying it doesn't matter. They didn't win anything after that. They just stole our spot.
Yeah,
they just stole our spot.
That is true. But yeah, favorite moment this year. What do you think?
I think just overall how we did the comeback, like on stage 2, like after failures after failures. I think it's a great way to show our attitude, like our will to win, and overall how we can improve.
Elmer?
I think it was the KC match in the second split, because that was the match where we played incredibly together. It was the first time, and we've just kept that going since that match. And I think just seeing that all come together and be like, oh wow, we played really, really well. And yeah, so it was that moment for me.
And it was KC, right? The revenge, and then you got to go to Shanghai.
It was a big match for qualifying for champs as well.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Edgar?
Yeah, he stole mine, to be fair. I was going to say Casey because the communication was chef's kiss.
That was a good one. No stress, just happiness, pure happiness. Alpha, you already said Boasty's top frag on Bind. You want to stick with that? That's still your favorite moment?
I don't remember anything.
Right, okay, we're in the Riot Games arena, Alpha. You just won a trophy. Okay, that's all that matters. Durka, what's been your favorite moment?
Probably the last map, Bind. Jake was calling the same thing on defense for like 12 rounds in a row. It was just funny.
Yeah, it worked? It works. Hero?
I mean, my ace against the play of the week.
Yeah, the Pansy Cup play of the week. That was a good one. And Boaster, what was your favorite moment?
I think in the serious answer is when we had a good comeback. You know, we lost Leo, but we gained Hero, and then like just the projection that trajectory. The trajectory that we're going to just feels good, and just generally, I'm in a good space. So it's either that, or when we went to China, we went to a sauna, and then they said we had to get naked, and Leo's was like, I'm not getting naked. And then yeah, I was like, can we wear swim trunks? And then they were like, yeah, we'll allow it. But then we were just walking around, and it was just funny.
That was your favorite moment of this entire year.
Yeah, just
seeing the team naked. That was his
I
favorite.
didn't see the team naked.
The Leo fangirls are gonna love that. Well, Alpha, go on. One more. What are you gonna say?
Okay. I remember something. When we started the second split, I didn't believe we're gonna win EMEA or Korea or something. But when we win first free game, I get to believe again, and I feel like last year Japan and like lock-in, everyone is talking good. I think by best, like after we win 3 games, we just get hyped. I think it's my best memory.
Just being a team, right? Just playing as a team, being happy as a team. And before we close this off, does anyone have anything that you guys want to say? Anything to Angelina Kron? I think she's somewhere in the ground, you know? I feel like it's a tradition at this point.
My wife.
Are you gonna say it for him? Nothing? We good? Okay.
I would just say thank you to everyone who's come here like every week. For both teams, for any team as well, for those that are watching online. And just thank you for, you know, the people that have helped me and stuff. And if I listed it all, it would go on forever. So, like, there were just people that helped me along the way and stuff. It's been a really nice experience, and yeah, I'm just happy that it's been quite fun, hasn't it? Really, it's a bit hot though, but other than that, like, it's been fun.
It has been fun. It has been fun. One more time, everybody. Fnatic, thank you very much. Chronicle, Elmer, Putty, Edgar, Alpha, Yadurka, Hero, and Boaster. You will see these boys in Korea for champs. Congratulations once again, you guys, for becoming the champions. Thank you to all of you that showed up today, yesterday, this whole week, and the whole year as well. And also to you guys for tuning in every day to support these boys as well. Thank you guys for a great year, but make sure to tune in for Valorant Champions, because the trophy is coming back to EU. Am I right? I need a hero. Good night.
That's nice of Heretic.
Fnatic has had Vitality's number every time they've shown up this year.
This is a different beast. It's a team that they have never won against.
But will they be able to complete this Cinderella run?
Oh, and Alpha is just tearing them limb from limb. 9-3. It's not great.
Redeemable.
But it's redeemable. Safe all alone now to 1v3. Map 1 on the line. And oh, he's got the first. 2 HP is all he's got. Save! Saving them. Hero creeping them. Oh, it's gorgeous for him. And it's done for. Fnatic picking up map 1 here. Ascent coming up next. It has to be different, right?
Vitality need to come out swinging, otherwise Fnatic is looking strong.
Peasant. And 8 rounds of Vitality after a shaky start. It was back and forth the whole way, but they stabilized.
Kiss each other, give each other some love, make out with each other, guys.
Hero in the 1v2. Oh, but he keeps it alive.
He can't keep getting away with this.
And heroics from Sender to secure that 13th. Ascent was absolute pandemonium. Lotus coming up next. You don't want to miss it. It's 10 very quickly now for Fnatic. So backs to the wall for Vitality. You got to hit the ground running now. Fnatic Fnatic have made it towards 12, and all the pandemonium, it's Fnatic coming out on top, and it's 13-9.
Vitality need to do something different on this next map of Bind.
It's gonna be an Alpha ya Clo, Tom. Cross it off the bingo card.
One enemy remaining. I'm in the lamps! What are you gonna do? This could be a bloodbath, this could be a massacre, and it looks like it is! Fnatic dropping body after body! It's Fnatic in full control. Durka is walking out, taking fights, just sending them to their grave! It's 10, and it remains flawless! This has been the difference! This has been experience in action! Fnatic close out with an Andalusia flawless to win out this season here in EMEA.